G'day, we're the Traders with thanks to Sportsbet. I'm Roy, I coach Destroy, and I'm here with WARNE.
Coach of the WARNE DAWGS.
And Calvin.
Coach of CALVINATOR. Now, boys, if you thought the last two bye rounds were tough, this is the big one. 8 teams are on the bye, but you know what? I've given you an extra trade. You've got 4 trades to use this
So generous, thanks,
We'll be
mate.
scrambling still to get our best 18 cows. So the last bye round, it is important that you come out of it better. And that's what we want it to be able to
100%.
do. Team selection, not too bad for us there. Zorko suspended, hurts those coaches that have got him. Shane Mumford being out is good because, we'll look at that in there. You've got Kieran Briggs, who is a nice cheap defender forward. A couple of other rookies there, including Lachlan Bramble.
Yeah.
Now, the Hawks did it to us last week.
They did.
170k mid. We've got another one. So, 23-year-old, picked up in the SSP at the start of the season. So, being 23, that's a tick. Averaging 77 in his couple of games that he's played in the VFL. So, he'll be up there as one of the most traded in players because, his basement price.
Yep.
And fingers crossed with the Hawks, he can stay there. Well, he only needs to play this week for most people, but he can stay there for a little while. I think that's probably the key to it.
Yeah, definitely. Now, as far as trade targets go, we're going to have a look at some underpriced premiums. And I love Tom Mitchell playing, of course, at Pig Park this week. He's got some decent numbers against the Bombers as well. I think he'll go really well. I also like Kyle Langford. So, talking of easy matchups against the Hawks, he's going to have a field days, averaging 113 in his last 3 and over 100 in his last 5. So, I think he's a great get. Now, if you want a little bit cheaper, I love Dan Houston coming off 97 and 98. I think he's really underpriced. But if you're really struggling for, it might be a rookie upgrade, Nick Haynes is huge value. So under 500k, he took 14 marks for 107 last week, and I think he looked back in form. Now, as far as your must-haves, Newcomb with 14 tackles last week, and the fact that Brambles, he's a tackler as well. He's averaging 5.5 in the VFL. I think he's worth a look as well.
We do have a couple of those rookies, so do what you need to do with them to make sure that you're, got as many as you can on field this week, because I have got 21 somehow after these trades here. So just basically getting rid of players either on their buy or they're maxed out in price. Not really getting massive ins there, but I'm pretty keen on Lockie Neal to see what he can do, and Nick Haynes value him. But I've kept a bank, and the important part of this for me is to finally get back Brodie Grundy. So there's a plan in it. So I've got 226k there.
Yeah.
I've got plenty of players, so hopefully the WARNE DAWGS can actually have a decent week this week, but also Operation Get Brodie back.
More like Operation Get Zach Smith out of
Well, that's probably what
Now, my trades, I'm confident these make me come out of the buys better than when the buys started. So I'm getting rid of basically DeGoey and Baker, and I'm bringing in Langford and DP.
Wow, you're spending up.
I'm spending up because I've only got 18. I'm hoping he just brings it home for me Sunday afternoon.
Now, Roy, I agree. I think he's worth 2 players.
Yeah, well,
and we'll get
I
to that
need
in a
it.
sec.
Right.
I am offloading Andrew Gaff just because I need players on field.
You love Gaff.
I love Gaff. He's one of my favourite players. Happy birthday, Andrew. But the thing is, I need warm bodies on the ground. So I'm bringing in DP. And also Josh Kelly and Haynes as well. So a few big
huge inclusions.
Now, this is the reason. Check out my top 5 captains, kicking off with DP.
Come on.
Averaging 142 in his last 3. Now, Hawthorn, by far the easiest team for midfielders to score against this year. Easiest team in the last 5 weeks. He is going 160.
Oh, that's a massive call.
No wonder you're spending up for him. This is typical cow, spending top dollar. He's near, both of you.
I can't help myself.
900k.
Averaging 142 in his last 3, dog, and like 133 since round 6. If his name was McRae, you'd be all over it.
But his name is Darcy Parrish.
Yeah, let's talk straight off my never again list.
Let's talk about McRae, because he hasn't dropped under 100 this year. He's got a tough matchup against Geelong, but he's actually averaged 119 against them in his last 4. So he should be okay as a good vice captain on Friday night.
Sounds good.
Well, it is a big weekend. It's the last weekend of the buys. 10 weeks to go from here. That's what we've got for the season. So get yourself all set. Be ready to make your finals and make it through. And be ready here at Pig Park.
We've got DP, Darcy Parrish, for 10 weeks.
10 weeks.
Oh, dog, what are you doing?
Back on track.
Zach Smith might stay then.